The former U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper claims in a lawsuit against the Defense Department that material is being improperly withheld from him as he seeks to publish an unvarnished and candid memoir of his time in Donald Trump's cabinet. The lawsuit, which was filed on Sunday in the U.S. District Court in Washington, describes the memoir, A Sacred Oath, as an account of Esper's tenure as Army Secretary from 2017 to 2019 and his 18 months as Defense Secretary, which ended when Trump fired him in a tweet just days after the president lost his re-election bid. Esper and Trump were sharply divided over the use of the military during civil unrest in June 2020 following the killing of George Floyd. Other issues led the president to believe Esper was not sufficiently loyal, while Esper believed he was trying to keep the department apolitical. Firing a defense secretary after an election loss was unprecedented, but the opening allowed Trump to install loyalists in top Pentagon positions as he continued to dispute his election loss. The lawsuit contends that significant text in the memoir, scheduled for publication by William Morrow in May, is being improperly held under the guise of classification and that Esper maintains it contains no classified information. The suit notes that Esper is restricted by his secrecy agreements from authorizing publication without Pentagon approval, or face possible civil and criminal liability. The lawsuit quotes from a letter Esper sent to the Defense Secretary, Lloyd Austin, criticizing the review process. He wrote that he had been asked not to quote Trump and others in meetings, not to describe conversations he had with Trump, and not to use certain verbs or nouns when describing historical events. Esper, 57, a West Point graduate and Gulf War veteran, said in a statement that he had waited for 6 months for the review process to play out but found my unclassified manuscript arbitrarily redacted without clearly being told why.